Welcome to Subscribers. We're super excited to have you here. I'm going to share a little bit more about how to use Subscribers. How can you integrate it with your SEO process that's currently happening, the content that your team is providing you, and just really to get the most out of the tool. So now that you've started Subscribers, the first thing that you need to do that you're signed up is you need to install Subscribers. If you go to subscribers.com, we have a support tab that shows you exactly how to install it. We also have an awesome team here to support you if you have any trouble with the installation process. From there, one of the first things I'm going to suggest that you set up is a welcome drip, right? So a welcome drip is the perfect place to start. So a welcome drip is kind of like an email series drip, right? So somebody signs up for your email list and then they go down this email series where they get a series of emails from you, and they get to learn more about you, your business, some of the success stories that you've had, and potentially a place to give a call to action offer, right? So that's very similar to a push notification welcome drip. So somebody hits allow on your website, right? They've decided that they'll allow your welcome or your push notifications to come to them. Now it's time for us to create a welcome drip campaign. So this is the first thing I would do. So you'd want to name your campaign. Maybe it's welcome drip marketing, right? You want to choose a notification image. Now this will go out with every single one of your drips, one of your push notifications that goes out in your welcome drip. So if you have a personal brand, I would choose an image of yourself, right? Because you want people to get to know you. They'll recognize your face. If you have maybe more of a product brand or something like that, I would recommend that you use a logo, or perhaps an image of your product. From there, then you get to start creating your welcome drip. So again, very similar to email, I'd have the first welcome drip go out immediately. So in this instance, let's say that I have a consulting or business coaching business, right? So my audience, they want to make more money in their business. They're struggling with their marketing. I need to be able to support them. So the first one you could say, welcome to my community. The message could be meet my team and see how they can support you in making more money in your business, right? And then you send them perhaps to a blog post that introduces your team, your story, what your company is all about. Really a great way for them to get to know you and who you are. Perhaps you have like a YouTube channel or a social media channel that really is where you spend a lot of your effort. So maybe you want to send them there. Whatever it may be, just really think about how can they get to know you a little bit more and know that you're trustworthy, right? The whole goal of this is to warm them up, get them engaged in who you are, and get them to really think about the fact that you are someone they can trust with your business. From there, I would send these drips out maybe 1 to 2 days apart, right? So perhaps you could do, 4 messages 2 days apart, or 3 messages 2 days apart, or even, one each day for the first 5 days. So from there, I would think about using something like a case study or success story, right? So some key components to a welcome series to make sure that they're successful. One, people have to like, know, and trust you, right? So they have to get to know you. So you've got to make sure that you put that information in there so they can get to know you. Two, they've got to see success, right? They've got to see that you're, again, trustworthy, and you can do that through case studies, or even testimonial pages or testimonial videos, just showing that, stories of people that you've helped in their business, for this example, is really, really great, right? Something that's been a transformational result, because then your users can put themselves in this person's shoe. So that's the second one I would do. So this one says, meet John and see how I helped him make 20K extra, right? And then the message could be, see how John made 20K extra in 7 days. Watch the step-by-step video so that you can take the process and duplicate it, right? Now, title is 48 characters, message is 100 characters. Don't worry, you don't have to count them. We'll cut you off, because a push notification only allows a certain amount of text. So again, the URL would maybe go to John's case study that you put on your blog, or John's video story, whatever it may be. Right, but something to show a little transformational results you've gotten for clients, or your product has gotten for people. From there, I would give them something of value, right? The whole goal of this is, if you want them to trust you, give them value. So give them maybe a downloadable, right? Are you struggling with your marketing? Check out my latest post that will give you a step-by-step marketing plan, right? Or maybe you just send them straight to a fill-in-the-blank marketing plan template. Here you go, totally free, something just of value for you, right? That's what you want to start to think of. So next step, I would give them something of value. And then lastly, then I would give a call to action, a prompt to work with you, to buy your product, whatever it may be, right? The whole goal of this welcome series is to warm them up, have them get to know you, and then ultimately some sort of call to action so they know how you can support them further. So in this case, maybe it's, I have 3 spots available. 45-minute free marketing chat. We'll map out your strategy. Sign up now. And then this takes them to a page where they go to your consultation form to fill out the form. You could also do 25% off the entire site. Enter code blah, 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 and take them to the website shop page, right? There's a lot of different routes you can go, but don't be afraid to put a call to action in there, right? They're only going to get it once in this welcome drip, and then they're good to go. So first step, really do a welcome drip. Um, doesn't require that many characters, so it shouldn't take that long. Really just think about content you already have. Don't feel like you have to go out and create new content for this, right? Find a case study, testimonial, something that just shows some success stories. And if you don't have this, then that's okay. Give them an extra blog post or give them an extra video that's going to get them results. Again, the more value you give, the better results they get, the more that they're going to want to keep working with you or buy your product. So, and you can continue to add on multiple notifications, right? And you can adjust them how many days apart. Again, I would do 1 to 2 days apart. So from there, you can either save the changes or you can save and launch. Now, make sure if you have this installed on your site that if you're not ready to save it, hit save the changes, or not ready for it to launch, right? We don't want it to go live unless you're ready. So from there, you guys, you've got your welcome drip set up. So that's set it, and you don't have to think about it, right? You can modify it, you can change it based on your open rates or your click-through rates. And standardly, you're going to see some higher click-through rates on push notifications than you do on email. We're seeing sometimes upwards of 5 to 10% click-through rates, and that's on like really high ones. Some of them we're even seeing 2 to 3%, which is great too, right? So keep that in mind. Just take a look, let your welcome drip run for a little bit, let the subscribers flow through, and then you can modify it. Okay, so from there, how do you start sending notifications and how many should you send? So I always suggest, and this is what a push notification looks like, is what a push looks like. That's the title, 48 characters, remember? Here is my message, shop now, right? And then www.shopnow.com. Okay, so this is what it will look like on a site, right? You can add an image. I would always say add an image based on like whatever you're talking about in this context. So how do you decide how often to send push notifications and what content you should send? So I would say for every month, I would batch the content, meaning a few weeks before the month, I would go in and I would actually schedule your push notifications for the next month. Put blog posts in there, any sales that you're having, any sort of free offers. Maybe you have 3 spots open in your coaching program, whatever it may be. Plan ahead because you can actually just hit schedule the notification, and that way you can plan them out so you don't even have to think about them, right? So for this instance, maybe we're going to have a sale. So the sale is going to be on, May 1st or 2nd. So I want to make sure it goes out in the morning. I want this to be AM because I want all the early risers to get that 25% off, right? If you're going to be up at 3:15, pretty awesome. So this is what it would look like, and you could schedule it out. So I would say, what do you use push notifications for? You can use them for new blog articles. You can use them for percentage savings, like 25% off, or sales or promotions. Maybe you have some announcements. Maybe you just released a new program or a new product, right? The protein bar is back in stock. That's another great example of something that you can do. So really starting to think about, content, blogs, promotions, announcements. And again, I would always schedule out for the month prior so you don't have to think about it. At least you know that these will be going out. Then if you want to add more on top of that, you certainly can. So that's what I would highly suggest. So again, go in, schedule a notification, put your title, 48 characters, your message. Don't worry, you don't have to count. We'll cut you off. The website URL, so where do you want them to be directed to? So if it's a promotion, sending them to the shop page with the discount code in here, discount code, so that they can enter it in at the end. If it's a blog post, sending them to the blog post, right? Making sure that they're going to the actual page. And that's it. So then you would schedule the notifications. You'd see all of your scheduled notifications under here, so you don't have to think about it. So again, best using it for any sort of free offers, announcements, promotions, any sort of blog content that you have out, any new videos. Maybe you've got a new YouTube video out. Maybe you want people to join you on your Instagram Live because you're going to do a story. So really thinking about just an awesome way to send a notification to people so that they can get it right on their desktop, right? It's going to show up right on their desktop. I think I may even have oh, no, I don't have an example of it right now, but right on their desktop. And if they aren't on their computer, it'll be there when they get back, right? So something you'll see on the neilpatel.com site is we send out blog posts. And every time Neil releases a new blog post, he sends it out. Anytime Neil has a new promotion, he sends it out. And then in his welcome drip, Neil uses that an opportunity to get you guys to his YouTube channel and to share more of, the tools that he has that could be valuable for you and your business. So that's a really, really great way to continue to grow your audience. So I hope this has supported you. This is meant to be a really simple and easy tool to engage your users. We're seeing really high click-through rates on these, a lot of success on our end. So we're super excited to support you and make you successful with this tool as well.